I am not neurodivergent. I have a neurodivergent child, and if you mix the two, it's just basically a disaster. That's what happens. He has struggled his entire life, and so have I, with ADHD, anxiety, sensory stuff. And it's very interesting as a neurodivergent parent to parent a child like that. And it's very heartbreaking, and it eats at your core. You literally go through their first 4 or 5 years of life and you're like, I can't do anything to help you. I'm watching you suffer. I'm watching you scream. I'm watching you bang your head against stuff. I'm watching this person that I created that I love literally self-destruct, and it's so difficult. And all through school, it's been nothing but advocating and advocating, and I live for it. I live and breathe it. And the impact that it's made on my children, especially him, it's hard to even talk about publicly because he's at the age right now where he's starting to get embarrassed by it. I don't think that I would even do this if it wasn't just a private thing. That kid has made a complete 180. I got his grades 2 weeks ago, and he's never made anything over a C minus. And he had all A's and B's except for one C plus. And that to me, they asked me if he was medicated. No, he's not. He's asking for these. He is Well, first of all, he was using way too many. I didn't realize, since I'm not at home with my kids, that he was using 2 or 3 a day. He's like, Mom, I'm out of patches. I need you to get me more. And that to me is everything. So I kind of just gave it away at Super Patch.
Some of the things that we have had here at Super Patch. So our pain patch was recognized at the American Conference for Pain in Las Vegas. We literally had a table right next to Pfizer. And they have actually offered our owner hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to buy that pain patch. And what are they going to do with it? They're going to shelve it. Why? Because it's taking money out of their pocket. Our sleep patch is featured at the Sleep Europe in 2024. That's huge. Like, we are getting amazing results on our sleep patch. And then the World Congress of Psychology just accepted our clinical studies for our peace patch. So we have white papers on all of these things, which is incredible too. Because again, I want to see the proof that it works. It's great if it works for you, but I need scientific proof. And I feel like that's a term lately, clinical studies in our industry of MLM. That's a little misused, and I'm just going to be honest. I've been in other MLMs before, and they'll have a clinically studied product. Well, what they really mean, let's just take an example of ashwagandha, right? Ashwagandha is clinically studied, but then you take it and you put it in your formulation, you mix it with your proprietary blend, and you do all these things. And now it's not clinically studied. Ashwagandha is clinically studied. And that is why they have to be really careful on how they promote that. But I'm telling you, if you go to our website, superpatch.com, and you open the very front page and click on the little orange button of how it works, it will open up 18 pages of PubMed clinical studies, double-blind placebo studies. Like, show me the proof, right? So our pain patch, for instance, it shows that I'll just kind of dumb one down for you, and then we'll kind of move on. So the pain patch, which majority of people suffer with pain. I'm sure if you're watching this, you can think of at least 5 people that are struggling in some sort of chronic pain, or maybe they've had surgery or they just live with it, right? We all know somebody. So imagine if you could take them, if they have debilitating pain, just like an 8 to 10 on the scale, and you can put a patch on them, and in 2 weeks, in a double blind placebo study, they will report an 82% decrease in pain. Like, that's incredible, with no pharmaceutical drugs, no ingredients. It's literally technology, and it's something that allows your brain and your body to talk. Because a lot of the times we just get disconnected. Things happen in our daily life that those connections get misfired and miswired, right? So let me just show you what they are. Let me find one to put on that I can, because we have a couple. Let's see. I'll put on this one. So this is Lumi, but we have a ton. Actually, no, I'll put on Peace because that's my favorite and I can wear it too. So the Peace patch, they come in these little individual packets like this. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put it up here. You guys, can y'all see those ridges on it? I'm going to open it in the back and you'll be able to see it a little bit better. So you just take off the sticky on the back. And now you have a patch. You see the ridges? You can probably see them better now. Okay. And you find a part of your body and you stick it on. And that's it. So I have one actually right here. This is Defend. My daughter has hand, foot, and mouth. It's like super exciting over here. So I was like, okay, I am not about that life. So I'm gonna put a Defend patch on, which helps boost your immunity. But this is as simple as it is, you guys. From here, this is going to use something called VTT, Vibrotactile Technology, and it is going to send sensors to your brain and it is going to send the message. So let me give you an example. It's easy, dumb it down because we've got all the videos that are super smart, right? Did you ever in school go to a sleepover and play the game where somebody drew a number on your back? Or they wrote a word and you had to guess what it was? Or maybe not. Maybe I just dated myself. Maybe y'all are young and we didn't do that at sleepovers. Maybe you were on your iPhones. I don't know. But let's just imagine you were sitting there for just a second and imagine me drawing the number 8 on your back. How would you know that I drew the number 8 on your back? You would know because your skin would send a message to your brain, much like if I went to grab a cup on the stove and it was hot, immediately my skin would tell me, ow, and I'd move back, right? So it carries that message. We have thousands of receptors in our skin, and it takes that message and it takes it through the ion channels in your brain, and it sends a very clear message. So the message is, I am at peace. I have no stress. This also helps lower cortisol, which is amazing if you're going through menopause, like moi. I went from baby hormones to menopause hormones, super fun. There's Defend, which is I have immunity. I have natural defenses. So anytime that your body is sick, you can build your immunity by putting this on. It sends messages to your brain that you're healthy. This one is the pain patch that I talked about. So I am no longer in pain. It helps with the neural receptors. This one is balance and stability. You guys, if you haven't seen the balance test on this one, you should. If you have elderly, this is a #1 product for them. This will actually help them have more balance, stability. So it's great for them if they're a fall risk. So studies say that after about 5 years of a fall in later age, later stages of life, is a higher mortality rate. So imagine if your loved ones could have better mobility and balance and stability. It's how we measure quality of life as we get older. So this one right here is Victory. This is what you will see on currently 12 NFL teams, including the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I'm not going to say that's why they're winning. Apparently, they've been good for a while. But the fact that this is something that is in the hands of the NFL and the UFC, you guys, this is incredible. Imagine what would happen if you could start putting this on your children that are in sports, that are dealing with pain and are dealing with a need to have a higher performance. That's what this does. Higher performance, faster recovery rate, more strength, stamina, and these are studied. Imagine if your kiddos could take these two instead of the over-the-counter medication, or worse, the prescription medication. The Kansas City Chiefs trainer has both of these on his players all the time, which is so cool. This one right here is the Joy Patch. So this is literally what it means. It brings more hope and happiness. So if you struggle with any kind of like seasonal depression, we're going into like, the winter months and the blues can take over. So this little patch right here just tells your brain you're happy, and it just makes you feel lighter and brighter. This one right here is my favorite. So this is the Focus Patch. This is great when I have squirrel brain. I tend to do a million things, but I don't always complete all of them. And so this one, when I have to do something, I just put this on and I can immediately feel myself just slow down and like, whew, like I'm in the zone, right? So this, imagine having this on your kiddos, right? Again, no drugs, no supplements. You literally stick them on. Kids are loving this patch. Like it's pretty incredible. So Kick It right here. This is what Jay, our owner, has said that he has a solution for the opioid crisis. And this is it, kick it right here. So this one helps with kicking habits. It also is really great for kiddos that are neurodivergent. This and Peace, we have a practitioner that works with neurodivergent children. These combinations right here are showing amazing results on her kiddos. Stimming, hitting their head against things, just having outbursts. These two right here, like I said, she's having incredible results to the point that some of her patients are no longer on medication. And I'm not here to tell you take your kids off med. That's like it's above my pay grade. But I'm telling you, if you want an alternative, these are a great start, right? Drug-free, supplement-free, a great start. We also have a new patch. We have one for sleep. I don't have that one with me. We have one for skin. So this is the one I've got on my daughter today. Actually, it's great for, yes, that was Peace and Kick It, Amber. This one right here, Lumi, this is great for skin. We've got really great results with psoriasis, eczema, any kind of skin irritations, and also just lighter and brighter. I need this. I just got this in and I'm really excited to start using it. So we have a new patch coming out next month that's energy. The results are pretty incredible with regards to the energy that's created. I know we have a couple of questions in the chat, so I don't want to get too far before I go back and answer some of those. The things that I love about this is there are no contraindications. You do not have to stop taking your medicine or worry about it interacting. You guys, this is a literal pathway from your skin to your brain. That's it. It's not anything that your body has to process. It doesn't have to pass through your liver. You don't ingest it. It's literally technology. So this is a new, it's called health tech. So it's health technology. Yes, we do have one. And I guess, oh, you know what? They're there. I had more. I was like, I thought I brought all of them. So Ignite, this one actually helps it helps your metabolism, boost your metabolism. It burns an extra 310 calories at rest, which is awesome. So you just sit there and burn an extra 310 calories. Or you can pair these two together. Where did it go? You can pair these two together and you can have, if you're working out, and you can have extra strength, stamina, power. You can burn some calories as well. So yes, I wear more than one. My daily cocktail is, again, I'm going through perimenopause, is Peace, Ignite for the weight loss, and Liberty. So those combination helps with weight loss, lowers my cortisol, makes me less stressy. I have another word for it, but starts with a B. But anyway, that's that. I'm not as short-tempered. Like that one is my daily, and I do wear all three. And then, of course, we do have the REM. So that one is the only 12-hour patch that we have. You put that on about an hour before you go to bed, and it will give you deep sleep and REM sleep, which is really, really nice.
I
A
want
lot
to
of
chime in real
problems.
quick on that when you
Yeah,
just
go ahead.
okay, so the REM patch. So when I first got my patches, I just had Liberty and Freedom, and I wasn't in any pain that week. So I ended up going back and buying the REM patch, and I tried it, and I literally felt the second it touched my skin, my eyes got heavy. And I was like, I'm making this up. And then when I put that on Raiden, I saw that happen. I physically saw his eyes go like this, and I was like, I know I'm not making it up now. Like that is just, that's how fast it works. It's instant. It's insane. That's all
Yeah.
I want to say. I know I
Yeah.
probably said it before, but I can't stop talking about that.
No, that's okay. I did see a couple of questions. So, and I didn't skim the whole chat. So hopefully I can catch up. So this is an FDA registered medical device. So there's a difference between being registered and being approved. We're not approved because we're not a supplement. Again, there's nothing on these patches. It is what we call braille for your brain. So your skin, like when you read braille right, with your fingers, it communicates to your brain and you read, right? It's the same concept with this fibrotactile technology. Your skin reads it and sends it to your brain. So there is nothing in it. There no supplement. So we don't have to be approved. There's none of this like weird, like language like this is not FDA approved on it. It's not a supplement. We don't even have to have it on there. It's made in the USA. It is produced at 3M. The actual this is just literally medical tape, you guys. Like this patch is just the carrier. So whatever the ingredients are in the medical tape, it's the lightest adhesive. It's made by 3M. People that typically have adhesive issues, we're not finding that they're having an issue with this because it is literally like lighter than a Band-Aid. Yes, latex free. And you literally just stick it on your skin and your 24 hours, you're good. Like you're good to go for 24 hours. But we are also HSA approved. So these are also in doctor's offices, you guys. Like we have a large group of practitioners here in our organization, especially. I actually just yesterday, my chiropractor signed up to have it in his office. He does integrative medicine. So the coolest part from a business aspect, no FSA, but HSA. So that's your health savings advantage card. So you can go in on the website and you can purchase it with that card. So you can also retail it to any physician. So when you're looking at it from a business aspect, right? Imagine putting 100 people in a room and every single person in that room is going to suffer with one of those things: stress, being overweight, not sleeping, having pain, needing more energy, like whatever. Everyone's going to raise their hand. But then take that out of the typical network marketing space. And now you're in doctor's offices. Now you're in chiropractic offices, massage therapist offices. Like these are part of the integrative medicine. The one for stress is peace. That's my favorite. Everyone needs peace. Like truck drivers all need peace. Like every single one of them. They need a little peace and joy. I can't imagine being stuck in a truck